Hey y'all, so I have the camera back on in the kitchen and I'm making some elote chicken wings. It's a very super duper easy recipe. You basically want to make sure that you start off with all of your ingredients together as well as your chicken. So you're going to start off by making sure that you preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You're going to rinse off your chicken wings. I have about 20 to 25 here. You're going to pat those dry, and then once you've done that, you want to add them to a bowl. I'm using 2 of the Spanglish Asadero seasonings, the Polo Asado, as well as the Elote seasoning. And I'm just going to sprinkle those onto the chicken wings. But before doing that, I want to make sure that I cover those with olive oil. It just helps as a binder when you're adding the seasonings. So once the olive oil has been added, I'm going to start adding both of the Spanglish Asadero seasonings on there. And I'm just going to make sure they're coated well, and I'm going to mix those up by hand. And then after I've finished mixing those up, I want to make sure that I have like a baking rack, and I've set that out and I've sprayed it with some nonstick cooking spray, and I'm adding the chicken wings onto that pan. I'm going to cook these for about 40 minutes, and then once they have cooked for 40 minutes, I'm going to turn those over and cook them for like another 20 minutes. While they're baking, I'm going to make the elote sauce. So I'm using some Kraft mayo as well as the Hernandez cilantro lime salsa cremosa, and I'm going to pour that in there as well as some lime juice, and I'm going to add a little bit more of that Spanglish Asadero elote seasoning to it too. Once I've added those ingredients, I'm going to add a little bit of chili powder, and later I'm going to add some cilantro. You can use either fresh cilantro or either dry cilantro. I only had some dry cilantro on hand, so I poured that in there and mixed it all together. When I started working on this sauce, I used a spatula but realized that I'm still having like chunky pieces in here. So I ended up using a whisk to help smooth it out while I'm mixing all the ingredients together. So yeah, so once that's done, I'm going to add the cilantro. And again, I'm using the dried cilantro. You can use fresh cilantro. And I'm going to mix all that together. Now, as I told you before, when the chicken wings are cooking on this baking rack, you are going to cook it for 40 minutes, and then you're going to turn it over and you're going to cook it for like another 20 to 30 minutes, or just making sure that the wings are crispy. And once you've done that, you put them back in the oven, cook them, and once they're done, you're going to take them out and you're going to put them all in a nice large bowl. And you're going to put all the wings in there, and then you're going to pour your sauce over the chicken wings. The time I've been talking about this recipe, I have talked about the ingredients, and I will be including the full recipe on my website, and I'll have that link to that in the video description. And again, as you've seen, like I've talked over this for like about 5 minutes. It was a super duper easy recipe. You just want to make sure that you get the quantity of the ingredients together. And again, I'll have the link within the video description. So once all the chicken wings have been coated with the sauce, you're going to pour those into a pan. Afterwards, you want to sprinkle it with some Mexican cheese. I'm using the cotija cheese. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Cotija, something like that. I'm jacking up the name. But yeah, you want to cover it with some type of Mexican cheese. Or if you don't have that on hand, you can put some Parmesan cheese on there. I've also sprinkled some chili powder, and you can top this with some more cilantro, but I decided to use some green onions. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, the recipe will be on my website. I hope you like it. Please remember to subscribe to this channel if you already haven't. You can also share this video as well as leave a comment This recipe can be used for game days, football, Super Bowl, all the things, or just a nice weeknight of eating some chicken wings. Hope you like it. Have a great day.